Welcome to the tutorial on GraphQL. GraphQL is a framework very similar to REST in that you define your objects and you also define your queries. But the difference is that with REST you have to make an HTTP request for every specific little bit of information you would like, and you have to define that out. The advantage of GraphQL is that you can make one HTTP request and you get back all the information you want based on a type system and queries and mutations. The framework, the way you should interpret that is that it's similar to a framework. It's similar to how you would set up a database schema. It's very similar in that regard. So it doesn't do any logic. It's not a programming language. It simply defines your objects and also your fields within those objects. And you also define your queries that you would like to run, as well as your mutations, which will update or create data. What I'm looking at right here is the Facebook GraphQL README file. GraphQL was developed by Facebook in, I believe it was like 2015. It was made public a little bit after that. And they have a GraphQL, I'm going to call it RFC. I think that's what they're calling it. Yep, this is a draft of the RFC for GraphQL. So this is where we would go for any type of like specific rules for the framework. I like to reference this a lot whenever I'm trying to figure out, for example, like null values and what would be considered null, when, where, and why. This should help with that. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I'm going to go in and get some examples going of GraphQL and how you can use them for your projects.